everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Friday, September 27th. For those of you who don't know it's Friday, must be nice. My mom lives out in Laguna, out by Lake Elsinore, and she sometimes will say, oh, it's Friday. She'll, oh, I didn't know what day it was. So these retirees, you guys are having a good time out there. More fun than I'm having some days. But we have schedules to maintain, and it is Friday, and we have some guests to tell you about. So let's get right to it. Laguna Woods City Council woman, Mayor Pro Tem, Sherry Horn's going to be here talking about what's going on in the city and a little bit about her re-election campaign that she's going for right now. So stay tuned for that. And then later in the program, we got Sports Corner with Cole Young. That's going to be interesting. Lots of college football, lots of NFL stuff, lots going on. So stay tuned for that as well. We want to keep you informed. Our Stay Informed is an important one today. The Village Television Guide actually had incorrect meeting times for today's meeting. Third ballot tabulation meeting will actually be at 9:30 a.m. today, followed by the United ballot tabulation meeting at 1:30 p.m. today. So do not go by the guide. That was a mistake. Make sure this on the screen right now is the correct information, and we'll revisit that in just a second. But just to make sure, for folks who are going to the meetings, are going to be watching them, third is going to be at 9:30, and United is going to be at 1:30. Let's take a look at our weather while we're here, and we got some beautiful temperatures really for the rest of the week and into the weekend. We have a slight warm-up that's going to start Monday and really be Tuesday, and then we have a slight cool-down, looks like, for the rest of next week. But we'll get to that later. I'll talk about that on Monday. Let's take a look at our sunrise and our sunset while we're at it. Beautiful picture here from Dave Southworth. Thank you very much. The Laguna Woods Village garden. That's the beautiful bushes they have over there. Sunrise this morning was 6:42. Sunset tonight is going to be 6:39. If you'd like to send us a picture, we'd love to see it. Just send it to us. Email us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. If it's a great gardening spot or down by Aliso Creek or a sunrise, sunset, pets, places, whatever it is, send it to us. Include your name, where you took the picture, and we will make sure to put it in our sunrise sunset segment. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of our meetings we have today. Third is going to be meeting this morning at 9:30 a.m. It's going to be their tabulation meeting, and it is going to be televised, so you can stay tuned for that one if you want to watch at home, or you can go to the meeting as well and watch the tabulation of the votes. And then at 1:30, the same thing is going to be going on, but for United Board. They have their special ballot tabulation meeting as well, and that is going to be televised, but if you want to see it in person, it's going to be over there in the boardroom. And before we go, we do want to mention something. We'd like to remember Anthony Tony Barr. He's a longtime Village resident and Trading Post host. And most recently, Tony was the customer service ambassador here in the community center right here in our building on the first floor. Tony just passed away, and we'd like to remember him with this moment as we go into the break.
Mickey Dolenz, the voice of the Monkees, whose hits include Last Train to Clarksville, I'm a Believer, Pleasant Valley Sunday, and more, will bring his evening of songs and stories to the pack. Having entertained audiences his entire life, Mickey will bring a one-of-a-kind presence to the stage, drawing on his background in television, film broadcasting, and Broadway. Friday, October 11th at 7:30 p.m. Call 949-597-4288 for more information.
Aging at home with the support of a caregiver offers numerous benefits physically and emotionally. Right at Home helps you stay amongst your personal belongings, memories, and comfort of your home. We offer one-on-one care that helps monitor health, assist with daily activities such as showering, medical medication reminders, cooking, safety, and accident prevention. Our team at Right at Home can help maintain your independence, keep a routine, and allow you to continue to make your own choices while improving your quality of life. We are Right at Home.
Celebrating 65. Exciting until you wonder, should I apply for Medicare? If so, how? But I'm still working. What is Medicare Part A, Part B, C, D? Are there penalties involved? We make it easier for you. We discuss the pros, cons, and myths. Call 1-888-225-6468. We help you understand, enroll, and use your benefits so you can go back to doing the things you love.
And here to tell us all about the state of our city, we welcome Laguna Woods City Council Mayor Pro Tem Sherry Horn. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's really exciting to
It
be
is
here.
very exciting.
Yeah, especially with the election running.
It's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I'm happy to have a few minutes to brag about the city and tell you why I'm running and tell you all about the good things that are happening and the good position your city is in.
Well, I can't wait to dive in. What would you like our viewers to know about the state of the city?
The state of the city is terrific, where our financials are great. We have no pension debt and haven't since 2017. We've paid it off consistently every year.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we're one of the in fact, I don't think there's another city in Orange County that has no pension debt and is in the kind of position that we are. We're very fortunate with the businesses that we have here right now. We've just opened a new library, which everybody knows about and everybody's seen. Yeah, there's the picture of it. And they have a wonderful little event area, and they've been doing things with gardening and bringing residents in. It's a really busy little library. And we're working on a new fire department, getting the permits that we need.
You are on a roll, aren't you?
Yeah. In fact, the fire department endorsed me this year, which is really nice. It's an exciting feeling. In fact, I'm meeting with one of their representatives after this. But yeah, it will be great because that way there'll be fewer sirens going up and down El Toro because they'll be leaving from Moulton to hit the western part of the city.
Oh my goodness.
Like where the towers are and those areas, Gate 9 over there. That magic 5 minutes, that if they can get to you, they can be much more effective in life-saving.
Right.
And since most of our fire calls are for life-saving, falling out of bed or a medical distress issue, we really need that. And because 22 is such a busy station already that it will really help.
So
and we're working.
It will relieve that workload.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
when is it slated to open? Do you have any idea?
Oh, at least 2025.
Okay.
There's the fire department. We just got the clearance from the state we had a park there before, and we had to have that removed, the easement for that, so that we could go ahead and use it for the fire department. We'll still have a park at the top of that hill, City Center Park, and we've been having town halls with people to see what they would like in it. Mm-hmm. So we have right now a whole bunch of shade trees to put in there and little decomposed granite paths and tables where people can sit and play chess or just talk,
nice.
And a water fountain, even a doggy level water fountain so that if people have their dogs there. It's not a dog park, dogs get thirsty too on a hot day. So.
Of course. Doggies like parks also.
Right, right.
I'd like to hear more about your successful senior mobility program. What's that all about?
The Senior Mobility is a taxi service for residents here that want to go anywhere. You can go outside the city. The travel is subsidized. Much of the travel is free. And it's wonderful that we still have it. We've put a lot of work into it. We lost one of the sources of funding, so now it's just Okta. But because our finances are in such a good position, the general fund takes up the slack. In fact, that's what I want to do for my run this year, is I want to be able to take money that we're making now, including from the new dispensary, which since it opened at the last day in May, the city has gotten over $55,000.
I heard that. That's amazing.
Yeah, and we don't have to go over and collect it from them. They have it there in advance, and there have been no sheriff call-outs. So I want to be able to direct that money to subsidize other things for our seniors, because the average income here in Laguna Woods is only $57,000. And I know that an average includes people that have a lot more, but it includes people that have a lot less.
Sure.
And everything gets more expensive. Our HOH dues go up, electricity goes up.
Right.
And I want to be able to have the money to subsidize like water heater permits for income qualified seniors and dual pane windows that help so much with climate change. I know I have those myself, and it's wonderful. You can keep the sun out and keep the cool air in, or the cold out.
Vice versa.
Right, little things like that
Right.
really help. And grab bars, and I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, because we don't know that that much money will continue coming from the dispensary or not. But we hope. Well, we're the furthest south one, and it's been wonderful.
How long has that dispensary been open?
It's only been open since the last day in May.
Very
Ve-
recent.
Right, and it took a long time to be able to get that dispensary. That was one of my pet projects for a long time, and it took 2 ballot initiatives on the voters had to okay both the business tax and the cannabis business, because everyone was afraid of sheriff call-outs and trouble and problems. But it's wonderful there. There haven't been any. They're really terrific. And the reason we're in such a great condition financially is a story that started 10 years ago. When I first got on council, there was a 60% increase in sheriff's fees that had to be paid within 4 months. So the city went into a mode of every little thing that we can do to save money helps. We quit putting up street signs and banners. We took away all council travel. We quit the League of Cities, because that was like $10,000 a year at the time. Some of the subscriptions we had, we got rid of. Anything to reduce the money. And we started an investment fund,
Wonderful.
which I got to be on at first. And when we first started that fund, there was only $24,042 in it in 2014. Today, with completely safe investments, laddered CDs and county funds, we have made $1,829,289.
That's something to be proud of.
Very,
Congratulations.
thank you. And that's why we're able to fund the senior mobility programs and these other programs, and combined with the interest that we're receiving on sales tax, it puts us in an enviable place. Our roads are the best in the county. I mean, everything that we're doing is, and it was all one little decision after another with our city manager, who's fabulous, Chris Macon, and our financial person, Liz Torres. We go over these finances every month, every 3 months, we oversee it. And I don't serve on it all the time. I'm on it now, and I was on it at the beginning, but we rotate council members in or out. So it's a group decision. We've all decided that we want to pay down our pension debt and take that. Sometimes it's nothing, sometimes it's $300,000, but we have it in the general fund.
And it's nice that you can get everybody in agreement.
Right. Right, and
Yes.
everyone is in agreement, because that's a sound financial policy.
Right.
And so it's right now a very good spot for our city to be in, and people should be very proud of the way their city is running.
Well, it sounds very healthy.
It is.
On many levels. Quickly, tell us what you hope to bring to the council, and then what you hope to bring to the residents.
Well, what I hope to bring from to the residents is subsidized things for our lower income seniors.
Okay.
For the whole city, of course, the fire department and the taxi services, the shredding services, the notary services. So many of the things that we do, and they're all with our residents in mind. We always think of senior issues. That's my bailiwick. I'm in the California Senior Legislature. I'm an assemblywoman there, which is also an elected position. And so there's seniors all throughout the state. And they all talk about the different issues in their areas, anywhere from rural counties and metropolitan counties and coastal cities and desert cities. And it's very interesting to hear the different issues. And we come up with different proposals that we use the same ledge aids that the California legislature uses on their off time. They write our proposals into the form so that when we go and shop it around to the legislators, they're used to seeing that form of legislation. So it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, wow. You certainly have all your work cut out for you. We wish you the best going forward.
Thank you.
From Laguna Woods City Council, Mayor Pro Tem Sherry Horn. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It was an honor.
Lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned.
Annette, how long has it been since we built your patio room?
A couple, 3 months, I guess.
Yeah. And so how's it working out for you?
It's just working out great, and you did it in such a timely manner, and we just love it out here.
Yeah. And when you gave us this job, I told you we'll do a nice job for you. Did we?
Absolutely. You really, really did it. We couldn't be happier.
Thanks a lot. Give us a call. We'll do a nice job for you too.
Do you have cavities, broken or missing teeth, tooth pain, or other dental problems? These issues can create more problems than you think, including affecting your overall health. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Loberg Dental today, and your first exam and set of x-rays is free without insurance. It's a great way for you to experience our high-quality level of patient care while saving money too. Visit drloberg.com to schedule your free exam and x-rays today.
Happy Friday and welcome to the 125th episode of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young, and it's hard to believe we're already at 125. What better way to start off the milestone episode than with some football talk? As always, starting with the NFL, Week 3 saw some surprises and some upsets. Starting on Sunday morning, Daniel Jones threw for 236 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions, and secured a 21-15 win over the Cleveland Browns to give the New York Giants their first win of the season. Another winless team picked up their first win at the same time. Denver Broncos rookie quarterback Bo Nix looked phenomenal, throwing for 216 yards, rushing for 47 and a touchdown, and leading the Broncos to a statement 26-7 win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who had not lost until this point. Like I said, Nix finally had a great game, but it was Denver's defense that won them this game. They sacked Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield a whopping 7 times, forced 1 interception and 1 fumble, and held future Hall of Fame receiver Mike Evans to just 2 catches for 17 yards. On a personal note, I've said before that I am a lifelong Broncos fan. On top of that, my dad is a lifelong Buccaneers fan. So, sorry Dad, but that win felt good. And while I'm at it, I should apologize to my mom also, who's a Cowboys fan. The Baltimore Ravens literally ran right over Dallas as the team rushed for a combined 274 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Cowboys now fall to 1-2, and it seems to be an uphill battle for them the rest of the season. Probably the biggest surprises of the week came on Monday night. First on the list of shocking events was the fact that we had 2 Monday Night Football games this week. To start, we had an AFC matchup between the undefeated Buffalo Bills and the struggling Jacksonville Jaguars. Right after the opening kickoff, this game got ugly. On the opening drive, quarterback Josh Allen led the Bills on a 10-play, 70-yard drive with ease that resulted in a touchdown. And the scoring didn't stop there for Buffalo. Allen finished his day with 263 passing yards and 4 touchdowns as the Bills routed the Jaguars 47-10. The backups came in for Buffalo towards the end, and even they got in the end zone. The second game of the night kicked off just 45 minutes after the start of the first game. Luckily, this game was much closer. The matchup of the Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals came down to the final seconds, and it was an electric game the entire time. On the opening drive, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow unleashed a deep ball down the left sideline, and it was hauled in for a 41-yard score by receiver Jamar Chase. After a ton of back-and-forth scoring, the Commanders sat with an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter. Another deep strike from Burrow to Chase would bring the Bengals within striking distance as the score sat at 31-26 with the Commanders on top and just 9 minutes remaining. On the following drive, an unbelievable 27-yard touchdown from Washington rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels to receiver Terry McLaurin with just 2 minutes remaining in the game would seal the upset for Washington. Daniels finished his day throwing just 2 incompletions, going 21 for 23 for 254 yards and 2 touchdowns, on top of 39 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. One last fun fact about this game. For the first time since 1940, this was an NFL game that featured 0 punts and 0 turnovers. Like I said, electric from start to finish. While it was a fun week across the league, it was not a fun week for my picks. It all started with another upset when the last place Panthers totally dismantled the Raiders for their first win of the year, and then, like I just said, the Bengals lost in a major upset. Other than that, the Seahawks and Bills did win, bringing me to 2-2 again on the week and a perfect 500 at 4-4 on the season. Let's see if I can finally get a winning record this week. This week, I'll go with the Broncos to upset the New York Jets, the Texans over their rival Jaguars on Sunday, the Chiefs over their rival Chargers, and lastly, the Lions over the Seahawks on Monday. Heading over to the NCAA, this week, again, had a lot of blowouts. The number 1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, defeated UL Monroe 51-3. This was the first game with the quarterback the entire country has been waiting to see under center, Arch Manning, son of Cooper Manning, nephew of Eli and Peyton Manning, and grandson of Archie Manning. Arch already appears to be a seasoned vet, throwing for 7 touchdowns and running for 2 more across just 2 games after taking over for starting quarterback Quinn Ewers. Other than the blowouts, Illinois narrowly defeated Nebraska in overtime, USC lost to Michigan on a heartbreaking last-second field goal, and Tennessee held off a valiant comeback effort by Oklahoma. Since we're getting more into the meat of the season, there's some major matchups on the horizon. This weekend, number 20 Oklahoma State will head to Manhattan, Kansas to face number 23 Kansas State at 9 a.m. on ESPN. Then, at 12:30 p.m. on Peacock, number 16 Notre Dame will host number 15 Louisville. Before all of that, though, oh man, do we have a good one. On Saturday at 4:30 p.m. on ABC, the number 2 Georgia Bulldogs visit the number 4 Alabama Crimson Tide for a Southeastern Conference opener and only their 3rd regular season meeting since 2015. Of the last 8 matchups, 4 have come in the SEC title games and 2 in the college football playoff championship games. This will be only the 5th time since 2000 that 2 top 4 teams have met before the month of October. We're in for a treat early in the season, and I can't wait. Speaking of excitement, October's next week, meaning it's time for playoff baseball. The Los Angeles Dodgers clinched their playoff spot with a massive 20-4 blowout over the Miami Marlins last Thursday. It was almost a given that the Dodgers would make the playoffs this year, but this isn't even the main part of the story. Yet again, Shohei Ohtani has made history. Ohtani, who became the fastest player to record 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases in a single season, hit his 50th homer of the season in the top of the 7th inning after stealing his 50th and 51st bases earlier in the game, becoming the inaugural member of the 50-50 Club. It seems like every other week throughout Ohtani's entire career, we've heard some new crazy record that he's broken, but this one might be the most impressive yet. Not only that, Shohei Ohtani's stats in this game were absolutely absurd. He finished the night going 6 for 6 with 2 doubles and 3 home runs on top of 10 RBIs and 2 stolen bases. I truly don't know if we'll ever see a talent like Ohtani ever again. Like I said, this is a game that secured the playoff berth for the Dodgers. Another SoCal team clinched a spot in the playoffs this week, also in a ridiculous way, and this one was against the Dodgers. Gotta love baseball. On Tuesday night, in the bottom of the 9th, the San Diego Padres were holding on to a 4-2 lead over the Dodgers. There were no outs with runners on first and second, with Dodgers Miguel Rojas at the plate. And, on deck, who else but Shohei Ohtani? Things were looking bleak for the Padres as it seemed likely Shohei would step up to the plate in a prime position for a walk-off win. Then, the impossible happened. Rojas hit a sharp grounder to third base, which was fielded by Manny Machado, who tagged third, flipped it to Jacob Cronenworth at second base, who turned and fired one to Donovan Solano at first base to record a triple play, ending the game and clinching a playoff spot. That was only the 3rd triple play to end a game in the past 30 years. The Padres, unsurprisingly, became the first team in Major League history to clinch a playoff spot with a game-ending triple play. Here's a look around the rest of the league at who's in the playoffs and who is just on the brink. In the NL, the Phillies, Brewers, Dodgers, and Padres are all in, with the Mets and Diamondbacks just on the brink, and the Braves are a bit of a long shot. In the American League, the Guardians, Astros, Yankees, and Orioles are all in, with the Tigers and Royals most likely earning a spot, but the Twins still have a shot as well. By the time this show airs on Friday morning, a few more teams may have already clinched their spots. The first wildcard game started on Tuesday, October 1st. That'll just about do it for the 125th episode of Sports Corner and the final episode of September. Enjoy the fall weekend, which includes playoff baseball, NFL and college football, a ton of soccer, WNBA, preseason NHL, and so much more. Come right back next Friday for more news, updates, and highlights from across all of these sports. I'm Cole Young. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Attention all club organizers, party planners, and those who simply love to gather and celebrate life's special moments. Are you tired of the hassle of cooking for your events? Looking for a convenient and delicious solution? Introducing our easy and convenient catering trays, perfect for groups of any size from 35 to 90. Need a larger space to host your event? Look no further than our restaurant's banquet room, the perfect venue for your next gathering. Call us today to place your catering order or reserve our banquet room for your next event. Create memories and traditions with Polly's Pies.
And welcome back. Let's talk Friday and Saturday movies. We've got some good ones lined up for you, so let's take a look right now. We have Shattered Glass. It's going to be our Friday movie, and it has some different times, though. 6 p.m. without the subtitles, that's our usual one, but 9 p.m. with the subtitles instead of the 2 o'clock version because of the 1:30 United special tabulation meeting they're having, and we're going to be televising that, so can't put that on at 2. So it's going to be on at 9 o'clock. It's brought to us by RadNet, and it is the story of a young journalist who fell from grace when it was discovered that he fabricated over half of his articles from the publication The New Republic magazine, and that's based on a true story. Hayden Christensen stars in that one, so make sure you see that one Friday, 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, special time for that one as well. Then on Saturday, we're back to regular times and regular fun with The Jungle Cruise. It's Dwayne Johnson's, and he's in that one. The Rock is starting that one. It's brought to us by Providence. It's going to be on at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Without the subtitles, 2 p.m. with the subtitles. It's based on Disneyland's theme park ride, where a small riverboat takes a group of travelers through a jungle filled with dangerous animals and reptiles, but with a supernatural element. Ooh, all right, we'll see how they handle that on that fun ride there. Let's take a quick check of our weather before we head out. And we got a great weekend of weather coming up here, folks. It's going to be really just high 70s, maybe some very low 80 mark once or twice there. But a great weekend. And then as we move into the rest of the week, we get some a little bit warming trim. Tuesday's really going to be topping out at 85 degrees. Going to have the morning clouds burning off to mostly sunny skies, sunny and warm for us. So enjoy that. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. And tomorrow on the program, right at home, home care health folks are going to be here talking about what their services are. And Hawaiian music is going to be at the Irvine Barkley. We'll tell you about that as well. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. For all of us at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.